Good morning. Super excited to see you guys today on this somewhat chilly day. But you know what, guys? It's only chilly outside, not inside. At least I hope all your heating systems are working well in your houses. I know sometimes when it's really cold out, it can mess with things like you can frost over your air intake. That happened to me in the past, and I think it happened to the Cluggians very recently. They either awoke or something happened. Then I think they got down to 14 degrees. Once we got down to 5 degrees in our house. That's getting a little bit scary. But great to see you guys, at least the ones we can see, or see your names. And Costa Rubas, I haven't seen you in person recently, so it's nice to see you guys. And just excited to have you all here with us today. So, guys, we don't always go through this because we've done it a lot, but YouVersion, I'm just going to switch on my phone here. So everybody knows, let's see if I can figure out my camera. That one right there, that's YouVersion, right? So if you click on that, YouVersion opens up, and then on the bottom here, it says more. So click on more, and then there's events. Not that far down. And when you click on events, if you're in Saskatoon, it's going to be pretty easy. It's going to say New Perspective Community. Click on that, and then you've got everything. So you've got announcements in there. You got the order of the events. And if you go down far enough, I can't see my screen right now, but there will be thankfulness. So tithes and offerings, restore, check-in, and then thankfulness. It looks like that. And soon we're going to need that. So if you guys want to get into your YouVersion app and head on down to thankfulness, we'll be using that pretty soon. But it's really nice to have you guys together here today. Those that are in charge of their hubs, if you guys can work on going to church check-in and checking everybody in, just so we have an idea of who's here and who's not. Sometimes people are sick or unwell, and we don't want them to think we forgot about them. So it's just easy if we check in so we know who's around. And if you're a small group leader and you notice that somebody's missing, check on them. See what's up. We want to take care of each other even though we can't be together physically. All right. Tress has helped me host today. So we are going to do our mission now. And I'm going to start off, and then she's going to say it after me. You ready? Mm-hmm. Okay, so guys, our mission is love God.
Love all.
Serve God.
Serve all.
It's simple but elegant, I think. And we'll move on right away to our vision, and we'll just read together. Okay, Tress?
Okay.
To do life together and welcome others to grow as a family in Christ, discipling the next generation into God's kingdom today. Thanks for joining us together on doing that, guys. It is something that we should keep in the forefront of our mind. We were reading, I think it's called Jesus Prom or something like that, book for worship last night, and it talked about really about serving others and finding ways to serve. And I think we are intentional about that in MP, but it's really challenging during COVID. So let's really think of ways that we can reach out and serve others. And if any of you know somebody that needs help, let the church community know so we can maybe come together and make a bigger impact as a group. Let's move now to that gratitude moment. So hopefully everybody had a chance to get into that YouVersion and find their way to the gratitude moment. I'm just going to change my screen so I can see it bigger. I'm getting old, guys. My eyes aren't as good as they used to be. Oh, you guys don't need to be thankful for us, but thank you. That's really kind of you. Sunshine, absolutely. You know what? Often with the cold comes sunshine. Tress, is there anything you see on there you want to talk about?
Pets, fire, Juliana.
Yeah, guys, we're always thankful for Everton and Juliana. They really have a real mission to help our church, especially during COVID. They are continually in that trailer, hopefully warm trailer, serving us, and we really thank you guys. Oh man, there's lots of people on here. Harv, Chris, NP, heating, fire. Oh man, I love that. Sunshine for sure. Spring, yes. Spring. We're all looking forward to spring. I agree with that one. NP. Yeah, NP. Mm-hmm. Family, George, Oh, yes. Mandy, my wife, I'm continually thankful for her. I'm thankful for my whole junior class. I'm not inputting anything here, but guys, we had a lot of fun together. And I see a lot of people on our screen from there, but right now I'm seeing Tyler. And, well, Tress is in my junior class. But guys, it's fun to have your kids with us in juniors. And a warm house, absolutely, guys. If anybody's house isn't warm, and something did happen, and you need a heater, we had troubles a couple of years ago, so I have extra heaters. Let me know, and I can bring you a heater. We don't want anybody to be cold. I just saw Christy joining there, and I don't even recognize that house. That must be the new house that I know the Johnsons moved. So congratulations on your new house there, Christy. Let's see, where are we off to next, guys? So it's children's moment, and I don't know who we're going to be blessed with today. It could be Dorothy, it could be Heather, it could be Mandy, Harv. Those are the ones I remember recently. But let's have our children's moment.
Hi, boys and girls. I have another story for you today. You know, Mr. Matthews was a minister, and the only way he could get around many, many years ago was on horseback. And you know, he had a large territory, and he had to drive hundreds of miles in every direction in order to cover his territory. Sometimes he was gone for several months at a time, and so he didn't get to see his family very often. But do you know, he had 12 children, and he loved his family very much. Well, one day he went on a trip, and when he came back, his son Jack hadn't done the chores Daddy had asked him to do. And so Daddy spoke to Jack, and he scolded him. And there were strong words, heated words said between the two of them. And soon Jack was given a severe spanking. Oh, Jack was so angry at Daddy. He told his sister Ella, who was almost the same age as him, he said, "Ella, I'm going to run away from home." Ella said, "Please, don't run away from home, Jack. I'm going to miss you." He said, "I'm not staying here anymore. I'm running away." And you know, he did. Ella now was angry at Daddy. Oh, she didn't want to speak to Daddy. She didn't want to see Daddy. And she was so mad at Daddy that she said, "I'm not going to have anything to do with his religion, and I'm not going to read my Bible anymore." Oh, that was so sad. And when she saw Daddy, she wouldn't talk to Daddy, and she was mean to Daddy. And Daddy felt so sad. One day, Mummy was making some dinner, and she needed to have an extra onion. She said, "Ella, will you please go fetch me one? They're in the barn. You have to go up the ladder. They're on the second floor in the loft. And please bring me an onion. I need that." So Ella said, "Sure, Mommy, I'll go get the onion." So she went into the barn. She climbed up the ladder. She looked around and finally found the onions. So she got the onion, and she was getting ready to come down, and she heard a noise. Oh, who was that? And she tried to peer over without the person seeing her. It was Daddy. She didn't want to see Daddy. She didn't know why Daddy was coming up there. And so she said, "I'm going to go hide." So she went and she found a place to hide. And she's hanging on to her onion, but she's hiding from Daddy. But while she's hiding, she heard a noise. And she thought, what was that? And she peeked around the corner from her hiding place. Daddy's on his knees. And she quickly didn't want Daddy to see her, and she again hid, and all of a sudden she heard Daddy talking to Jesus. Oh, Daddy's praying. And Daddy was praying for every child in the family. He mentioned everyone by name. And while he was praying, he mentioned Jack's name, and he said, "Oh, Jesus, please send Jack back home. I love him and I miss him." Oh, Ella thought, he loves Jack. He really loves him, and he wants him to come home. And then Daddy said, "Please, Jesus, remember Ella. I'm so sorry Ella's so cross. I love Ella." Ella couldn't believe her ears. Daddy's praying for me? I've been so mean to him. How could I treat Daddy like that? And he loves us so much. And she thought she couldn't take it anymore. Daddy was praying, and so she thought she would try to sneak out and run around Daddy where he was praying and not be seen. But when she came out of her hiding spot and got near Daddy to duck behind him, she saw he was crying. Oh, Daddy was crying, and he was wiping his eyes and crying. Oh, she felt so bad. She couldn't run away from Daddy. She ran straight to Daddy, and she threw her arms around his neck and said, "Daddy." And Daddy, oh my, he didn't realize Ella was there. And she said, "Daddy, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I was so mean. Please forgive me, Daddy. I love you." And Daddy had been praying for Jack to come home. And do you know, Daddy had said he was sorry too. He had wished he hadn't been so hard on Jack. And do you know, that night, Jack actually came home. God answered that prayer. And do you know, when Jack grew up to be a man, do you know that Jack became a minister just like Daddy? And when Ella grew up, Ella became a minister's wife. Boys and girls, I want you to remember that sometimes mummies and daddies may do things that may make you feel sad, and maybe they don't act always the way that you want them to act. But sometimes you don't act the way mommy and daddy wants you to act, and they forgive you, and you need to forgive mommy and daddy. So when you're having problems at home or any time, instead of running away, run to Jesus. Ask Jesus for the help you need, and he'll give it to you.
And I didn't come up with that name. One of all the names I named, I hadn't seen Sharon doing recently, so it's nice to have Sharon with us today. While we were doing that, I really enjoyed Sophia coming up to the screen and giving us a close-up of her face. That was really fun. Hi, Sophia. So, guys, it's now our song time. And the first song is Who You Say I Am. And then I switched my screen, so I don't even know what the other one is. Oh, How Great Is Our God, I think. But Who You Say I Am is really what our Sabbath school is about today. And it's a really neat one if you really think about it. We are not who we think we are. We are who God says we are. And we are chosen, not forsaken. We're forgiven. And that's pretty powerful.
Who am I that the highest king would welcome me? I was lost, but he brought me in. Oh, his love for me. Oh, his love for me. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. Free at last, he has ransomed me, his grace runs deep. Why was the slave to sin? Jesus died for me. Yes, he died for me. Who the Son sets free, always free indeed. I'm a child of God, yes I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am chosen, not forsaken. I am who you say I am. You are for me, not against me. I am who you say I am. I am who you say I am. Yes, I am who you say I am. Who the Son sets free, oh, is free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. In my Father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am.
The splendor of the King, clothed in majesty. Let all the earth rejoice, all the earth rejoice. He wraps himself in light, and darkness tries to hide, and trembles at his voice, trembles at his voice. How great is our God! Sing with me, how great is our God! And all will see how great is our God. Age to age he stands, and time is in his hands. Beginning and the end, beginning and the end. The Godhead three in one. Father, Spirit, Son, the Lion and the Lamb, the Lion and the Lamb. How great is our God! Sing with me, how great
How great is our God? That's an important thing to keep in mind. It's now time for prayer, and as we're heading into prayer time, guys, I want you to keep in mind lots of people in our church. I know there's a grandma in our church, or a mom, grandpa. There's somebody in the teen class, the junior class, one of the husbands. Lots of people are having health concerns, and I ask that you just keep them all in mind. If you know them personally, mention them personally in your prayer. If you don't, just pray for our church in general, as there's lots of concerns at this time, guys. So let's join our small groups, our hubs, and pray.
Long time ago, Moses heard from God how they should bless Israel, how to proclaim his name, and in his holy name I may say, you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace, and give you peace. A long time ago, Moses heard from God how they should bless Israel, how to proclaim his name, and in his holy name I may say, you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious. The Lord turn his face toward you and give you peace, and give you peace. The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious.